And we're live from Lake Worth, Florida. It's the SMB Comedy Podcast.
Uh-oh, now people know where our base camp is.
Now we're going to have to leave. I was going to ask, why do we always have to do it in Lake Worth?
I don't know, because I always thought it was cool.
Why
When the
can't
guy
we
from
come down to Fort
it was,
Lauderdale?
I'm copying the guy from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, right.
Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Well, now you gave away your secret, bro.
I don't
Right.
care.
Yeah, but this is more like live from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
No one brags. Oh, live from Lake Worth.
I know.
No one brags.
To me, in my head, it was funny. So I just kept saying it.
Live from
I
Omaha,
I see what you were doing
Nebraska.
there. I see.
Thanks for fucking blowing it, bro. Next thing, you're going to talk about what SMB stands for.
Right. I am Greg.
I'm Scott.
Oh, I'm Jesse, by the way.
You didn't have to say that, Scott. Wait, we were just...
Yeah, we knew who you are.
You already introduced yourself.
now
Yeah,
they
so,
really know.
and just so you know, we're on iTunes now.
iTunes. That was like one of the
Yay.
major accomplishments of my life.
Subscribe
But
or
then
like
I-
or whatever it
You
is.
do not know how nervous I was submitting that because we did the podcast before and then that was on crazy shit.
Yeah.
And they did not like the shit being in the name for it. And I think at one point even I was like, the CS podcast. We're like, nah, my motherfuckers, we know you.
Yeah.
Like they got people
You know,
on top of that.
we just removed a certain person and added a certain person, and now we're iTunes worthy.
Yes. Exactly. So at this point, this was
And it was like
years
10
ago.
years in between.
Yeah, it was like 10 years
Oh,
ago.
that helps,
and,
yeah.
and now we have a name that doesn't offend people, but we're still in the explicit section just in case.
Yes, we are. Because of Jesse's pictures.
I was
Because
going
I
to
don't
say,
wanna
I think it
trip-
has to do with me. Sorry about that,
I
guys.
don't want to trip it up. Yeah, we don't have pictures of ourselves.
Yeah,
up
we need
there
to
yet.
we need to get more camera friendly.
If you guys
and-
got pictures, I could Photoshop it into the episode. Things.
That would be awesome if you
Yeah.
could just
I,
Photoshop.
I have some photos,
it would
but
be
like,
it would be bad Photoshop. But
my
it's-
camera on my
it's-
phone
it
is
would
really
still be
shitty.
Pretty cool. Oh,
Like-
yeah. No,
Listen, we're doing a GoFundMe
Yeah.
for Jesse.
I was looking
You
into
need a
getting
new phone, a
finally.
video game.
Go
I have a video game.
No,
I have
you
FIFA
haven't.
15.
It's fucking
for
from
Xbox 360.
7 years ago.
It's awesome. It's
ti-
addictive.
It's time to step up, dude. Xbox One. Already,
Have you ever played FIFA 15?
No,
Okay.
What?
Well,
Oh,
then
I
you don't
have
know what
actually.
you're
I have.
then you know what I'm talking about.
But if I did, I played it on the Xbox One
Well, I played on 360.
because I've
Just
had
as
it
good.
for like 2 or 3
Just as
years
good.
now.
Just as good.
All I'm saying is this. Hear me out. Is
Just listen to him. Listen.
dude, we're worried about you, man. You don't like to spend money on yourself.
I don't. It's just
I mean,
never.
Take care of what is it?
Yeah.
PC or whatever. That suck it to me.
When does Jesse take care of Jesse?
Jesse?
At night before I go to bed.
I didn't mean it like that, but
Oh.
okay.
I don't know what you
Dude,
mean then. I'm not quite
like,
sure exactly
So
what you mean.
It was
Like
Thanksgiving.
splurging yourself is not getting pepperoni on your fucking pizza. You know what I mean? You got to go out and live a little.
I
You
do stuff
more-
sometimes.
You more than anyone I know need to fucking heed the advice of Ricky Martin
You let your hair
and
down.
live in La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
live in La Vida
I
Loca.
have to give that a try sometime.
Jesse's like, man, what the fuck? We didn't talk about this before the show.
Yeah,
What the
fuck
fuck?
you guys.
You surprised me. We're talking about my money spending habits.
You-
No, I'm sorry.
All right. So, what,
Oh,
what'd
I
you-
have terrible money
wh-
spending
what-
habits.
All right. So all right. Well, let's talk about it. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I actually went to my brother's house.
Oh yeah.
I was relieved not to see the rest of my family. I was panicked the whole time. He
Oh,
asked
really?
me random because I literally haven't talked to them in a year and a half. So but he
Sounds like
ran.
good family
It is.
relations.
I don't want to get into all that, but that's
Oh,
just
no.
what it is.
Yeah, what the fuck, Greg?
But but anyway, so I was worried about that they were all going to be there because he just sent me a random invite and asked me to go, and I was like, yeah, so I'll show up. So driving down there, I'm like the whole time like wanting to call him and say I'm not going to show up, I'm going to cancel, and then I get there and it's only his wife's family, and I was like, oh yes. So I was able to just relax, stuff my face, and it was actually a pretty good time.
Oh, well, that's good.
So what happened? Your family just didn't show up?
No, they weren't invited. I asked him, and he said, "Oh no, I knew you were coming, so I didn't invite."
Oh,
you."
that was
wow,
cool.
Yeah, it was a solid. I was
Dude, he did you.
Are
Yeah.
they pissed off at him now?
probably.
Oh, because he didn't.
They got mad at him when he went to my first show and he said that I was funny.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they got mad at
They're
him.
like,
just
no,
for
he
that.
wasn't.
Just for that. They didn't even
Jesse-
see. They didn't
Just
even
has some modicum of success. Like, fuck that guy.
see. You understand what it is to be a Thompson now.
So what was it like?
It's like
So I
it's like crabs in a bucket. You're like, oh no, you don't.
How was Jesse last night? He was funny. Fuck off. No, he wasn't. He was terrible.
right.
Roughly.
Why
That's
did
the
you
rough
ask if
conversation.
you just wanted it to be terrible?
Well, they didn't ask. He
All right,
posted.
right,
He like made a post. on
Oh,
Facebook.
Jesse
Like,
was funny,
Jesse
and they're
was-
like,
Jesse
I can't
was-
wait for that
Jesse
goddamn
was
dislike
hilarious.
button.
They're hating. They're hating your brothers like support on
Oh, yeah.
Facebook. That's fucking
Yeah,
wow.
that's how bad they don't want to see me do well.
You know, sometimes
They hate us because they ain't us.
I'm trying to say they're assholes. 'cause
That
yes.
makes me laugh way too hard.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know,
one.
every time.
Anyways, what'd you guys do on Thanksgiving?
I I did. Went to my cousin's
Yeah.
and I hung out and we played video games and fucking.
What'd you play?
Batman.
Oh,
He was showing me the games at his house.
Yeah, and
He's got like this cool ass little man cave.
In comparison to FIFA 15, what are we talking here?
We're talking about fucking something that's fun.
FIFA 15 is the most fun game.
And I don't need to roll my R's when I'm saying them.
I can't even say half the names on the game.
I know.
I don't need to figure out how to pronounce the guy's
Yeah.
name. It's
If you're lucky,
Batman.
I can say the country they're from.
Yeah, I don't even know. I didn't. What the fuck country is this?
Yeah, that's the little mini game. It's trying to figure out how to get to a country
Yeah.
you know in that game or a team you know.
All the flags look the
You're
same.
like,
Yeah, if you had to do franchise mode and you had to fucking
I do franchise
it's
mode.
do your
horrible.
own
It's
fucking
horrible.
traveling fucking. You have to do that.
Oh yeah.
It
You
is
have to
so
scout and shit like that.
What
Oh yeah.
what
Around the
makes
world.
you do your
around
own
the world.
traveling.
You have to go to a map and say, "Oh, scout this country" and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like fucking
It's your
football.
FIFA
except-
15 lesson
the
for the day,
entire
guys, in case
planet.
you haven't played this game.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's a soccer game.
It's a fantastic game, actually. Don't
I
say
played
it's
the
terrible. It's the best game.
demo. I don't think it is the best game. You can't say that.
It's the best game of all time
It's the
ever
only-
created.
when was what-
Maybe second to Mario 3. Or Tecmo Super Bowl.
Your naming games are like 30 years old, bro.
Exactly.
You know what was really good? Centipede.
Yeah. I liked Pong.
Pitfall and Atari, fantastic game.
Yeah, that was a cool ass game.
One of the greatest games
I
ever.
agree.
Man.
Jack Black was in the original TV commercial.
Oh, was he?
He was Pitfall Harry. Or the
Oh,
kid.
I don't even remember a commercial for
Oh,
it.
you know who
I don't
else-
think I had a TV in those
Who's
times.
the one guy that's Ant-Man?
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. He was in a Super Nintendo commercial too.
Was he?
Yeah, it's so funny. Like the first Super Nintendo, like get the power, and you show him like all like 14 or 15, like a teenager.
That
being like,
dude's been around
"Whoa."
forever, though.
Oh
He was in
yeah,
Clueless
totally.
and fucking.
That's another one is Seth Green. He's the same way. Yeah,
he was in.
he was in
Can't
that-
Buy Me Love.
Well, he was also in Airborne, wasn't he? Where's that rollerblading movie?
Airborne.
you remember that movie?
That was
How
the
did
one
you
where his
dig that
cousin.
up?
I don't know.
His cousin
Wow.
moved from
I
like
don't know.
California.
I forgot that movie existed
Dude,
until you just said it.
that's
I was
funny.
like, I didn't even know by name. Just when you said it, I was just like, wow, holy
I
shit.
think-
Like something from way back in my memory was like, holy shit.
I think
That's
Jack
a
Black was in that movie
rollerblading, bro.
too. I think Jack Black was his buddy.
Was he?
I think
man,
so.
yeah.
Jack Black was in everything.
You
Yeah.
start watching these old movies, you're like, oh shit, that's Jack Black. Like, what was he doing in this movie? Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving. So yeah.
No one cares what you did for
Yeah, I
Thanksgiving,
know.
Greg.
I know.
So-
I know.
What did you do?
I already talk enough of this. I went to my sister's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ate the food.
Wait, the hot one?
Dude, they're both hot. No.
Oh, okay. All right. I was trying to get him to say no, not
Yo,
her.
hook a brother up, man.
No, not her. She lives in New York. It's just
Nah,
like
that's
fat
right.
fucking scummy white guys.
Nah.
That's what he told me. It's just like fat scummy white guys.
What
She
about
likes-
skinny, scummy white
She
guys?
does. She likes skinny scummy white guys.
Yo, son.
There
She doesn't like fat scummy white guys. If you were in shape, maybe she would like you. Not even in shape, just fucking not obese.
Okay.
Well, she likes white guys, so you got one thing, and you do have a way with black women, and she's half black, so. I mean, yeah.
So I got to be in.
So you're saying there's a chance?
You can put the tip in.
All right,
Dude,
Jesse.
can you imagine if I
Still
was
my
your-
sister?
Sorry.
Yeah, damn, Jesse. That's my girl.
Okay.
I said you can. I didn't
Let's
say I
keep
was
it cordial.
How would
now-
life be as you as my brother-in-law?
Oh.
Yeah, God is always.
It wouldn't be. I'm like, I'm so sorry. His house burned down.
Wait a second. So what are you saying? You think the racists would burn our house down?
No. I'm saying I would burn
I was
your
gonna
house
say
down.
Greg
Oh,
will burn your
but-
house
If
for
you
down.
get busted to be
for
a
dating my
racist.
sister. I mean, that's one thing you got. I feel like you got to just get out there. I'm like, I'm not gonna date any of my sister's friends. My sisters aren't dating any of my friends.
But what if it's true love?
It's not because your house is getting burned down.
If you
Well,
can withstand
and
that.
you're
then-
gonna be
The
dead.
ironic
True
thing
love.
is
You're gonna be dead.
that me and her would probably be burning down the house inside.
You're gonna be
Oh,
dead.
Well,
Oh, come on, bro.
I just had to say that because
All right,
he's like all bent out of shape.
I'm going.
It's hypothetical. I met your sister one
I'm
time.
going to murder you.
How many times? How long have I known you? 11 years. I met your sister one time.
I know.
He's trying to keep her secret.
No,
for-
it's not like-
for
I
a
know.
reason, for a reason.
When I saw her, I was like, it was like in the movies and shit. Who is this? Well, you never told me you had a beautiful sister.
People are always like, "Damn, what's up with your sister?" I'm
Yeah.
like, "It's my sister." That's about where it ends.
I wouldn't disrespect her. I was just like, damn, man, what's up? You didn't tell me that she was going to be here. I would have wore better shoes.
Right.
Anyway, enough of fun. Greg's all pissed
That's
off, sharp,
fun.
is cracking his neck and shit, popping his shoulder.
That's
So how are
fun.
your teams doing?
Well, if you want the truth,
The Falcons and the Dolphins, respectively.
They suck. Both of them suck.
yeah.
We
I
can
mean-
move on to the next story.
No football this week.
No.
I mean, we could talk football. I'll talk football.
The season has been bad overall.
We fired our offensive coordinator, that being the Dolphins, today. We looked like total dog dick yesterday. We got dominated.
Kind of a laughing stock of the league right now.
Dog dick afternoon.
You think we are?
I know record doesn't say so, but kind of, yeah.
Why? We just got to jump on all the people firing people. We're like, yeah, we're gonna
Well,
fire.
then fire everyone at once. Don't like do a couple weeks at a time.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
like,
I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Well, that's already the rep around the league is that the Dolphins beware. If you're an employee, don't like. That's why they couldn't find a GM. People around the league were like, yeah, you beware of working for the Dolphins. You can't trust
They're just
them.
gonna fire you on a whim.
Right.
No, it's like they keep you longer than they should have.
That's what they used to do. Now they just fire you immediately.
Yeah, they were all about keeping people before.
Oh yeah, before they got the Ross dude in. Yeah, they would keep you forever.
Yeah,
and they
Fucking
suck.
Dave wants that. We should have kept that guy.
That guy was the worst.
You know, I could just talk about how fucking unfortunate being a Dolphins fan has been to me for.
But we
most
like
of my
our
life.
fucking
Or
listeners
you
not to
could
kill themselves.
Talk
Yeah.
about being a Waffle House waitress who got shot by a dude for refusing, or actually, she argued with him about their smoking policy, which is no smoking.
Well, I have a couple thoughts on that actually. Number one is, if you work at Waffle House, you probably go into the assumption that you're going to be stabbed or shot at least one time.
You feel
per
it's sort of like the
per 3 months. You know what I mean?
NFL, where
I don't
it's
know,
like
man.
this-
Waffle
that's
House
something-
is tasty food.
No, it has nothing
They're
to do
always
with the food.
put in like really bad areas.
Nothing to do with the food.
Did you see Anthony Bourdain? He
got stabbed at a Waffle House.
Oh, good. Fuck him.
No, he went to a Waffle House. Like he's got that one show. It's like the layover show, Parts Unknown, and he does like where I'm doing.
I'm not even sure I know who that guy is.
I know who he is.
He's the chef guy.
He's got
So,
the slick Tony. He's like, yeah, I used to be on heroin.
Yeah.
So now, to stay sober, I walk around crazy countries and
He's
I
the
cook
tall
weird
guy with
meals.
gray hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's him. So he went to Waffle House and he was like, he said it was a transcendent experience or something. He was like blown away by
He
it.
liked it that much.
You
Yeah,
gotta get
yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with hash browns smothered and covered. That's the order, man. For Waffle House.
No waffles.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I prefer some waffles.
Well, I mean, yeah, but
I'm
if I'm really
surprised-
drunk, yeah, I'll have a waffle.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say I'm surprised you didn't mention waffles.
Well, I mean, I just tell you what I normally order when I go.
I will order
'Cause
a
I'm
side
drunk.
sample of the $10 waffles.
Oh, that's like we went to.
I really go for the hash browns. The
with
main thing.
our friend, we went one time to what was it, IHOP, and he was like, "Let me get like some, IHOP a meal,
Yeah.
a breakfast with a side of pork chops." I'm like, "A side of pork chops?"
Yeah, just give me a side. I don't want the dinner side. Just a side of pork chops. You got some little pork chops.
I'm not trying to eat heavy here, so.
You mean sausage patties? That'll do.
So yeah.
Dude, whenever last time I went to IHOP, this is a true story. I mean,
Would you
I-
lie about going to IHOP?
no, but
What a
I haven't
shitty
been
story
in
that
a
would
long,
be.
I haven't been in a long time. I asked them to make me an unhappy pancake.
What's
the
that?
happy face pancake? The happy face pancake.
Oh really?
I was like, "Can you make me unhappy?" And they wouldn't do it. They were like, "No." I'm like, "I don't think you understand what I'm fucking asking you. It's my fucking pancake, and I want the shit to have a frown." And they're like, "No, we can't do that." I'm like, "What the fuck does it matter
Turn
if
the
I
bacon
if,
upside
yeah,
down.
if I asked you to put no, it was whipped cream, so it's essential. Like you can't undo it. So unless it looked like they have one eyebrow,
Did it have like
one big white eyebrow.
Did it have a bacon mustache?
I don't know. If
No
he even
bacon
had a
on this?
mustache. He wasn't from the.
Where's the
70s.
story going?
It's going that basically I had to fucking talk them.
Wait, bacon sideburns.
Maybe. It looked like fucking the dude from Dazed and Confused. The one stoner guy with the
Yeah,
long
yeah,
hair. I don't remember his name. But
I don't know
anyway,
if he had a name.
his name was Jeb.
He's got a line in there in that
Yeah.
movie. I just
He's
can't
like, "Yeah, man, chill out,
man."
You know who's got a line?
Matthew
Greg's got a
McConaughey.
line.
Oh.
Apparently, one too many. Because
I think more than one too many, apparently,
Yeah.
according to the listeners.
I got to be honest. No one even knows it happened. So
our email box is filled up
Yes.
with hate mail.
I will fill.
By the way, our email box holds 3
yes.
emails.
Oh, I have to create an email for it.
Yeah.
We'll just keep on sending in shit.
So, yeah, we need to make the bigger one. Open up the web so we get them quicker.
Continue about the letters about
So
Greg.
basically, the viewers are wanting Greg to shut the fuck up, which I think is awesome. And it's going global. We're having a GoFundMe page made, and people are going to give us money to have Greg stop talking, which I think is great.
I think people can get behind this.
I think that's something, they do like a charity thing. Like
It's going to be for charity.
if
We're going to buy Jesse an Xbox with all the times you shut
something
up.
Yeah, Jesse. I want Jesse an Xbox and Xbox One, and I also want $150,000 to go to some special charity.
Hopefully it goes to my family's fucking race.
Could the
figure
special
it out.
charity
We'll
be
figure it out.
my weed fund? Could that be the?
You can put that in the
That would
Xbox
be
fund.
that would be pretty
We can
sweet.
just-
I'll take that instead of the
we can
Xbox.
just roll that into each other.
Yes.
So,
Well, did you see in the news that someone found like fucking 8 million pounds of weed in black plastic bags in the
No.
woods?
What is this? Is this another made-up story?
No, it was on the news.
so what do they
Continue.
do?
What about the rest of the story?
I didn't,
all right,
I
so
didn't
say-
read it, but
so
I
say
just-
say
I
you
was hoping
find
one
like
of you guys did.
I always think about these things. Say you find a large amount of drugs like that. What do you do? Do you turn it in?
No,
or?
remember we had the story about the money with Escobar's money
Well,
a
that's
few weeks
money.
ago.
That's
What I was going to
money.
say,
It's
what?
different. It's different.
Drugs, you got to.
Well, it depends on what drugs it is, I suppose.
drugs. So
Do you know someone who can
all right,
move it?
So let's say weed. Are you going to move it?
I said, do you know some? I said, do you know someone who can move it?
I'm not a mover.
I wasn't asking you. I'm just saying that's the question you got to ask yourself.
So
if you find that,
so
do
how
I know
much?
someone
Like
who can
over
move
a
this shit?
certain amount, or like if it's like 8 pounds of weed, are you just gonna be like,
Weed,
what?
I'm hanging on to.
You're
Yeah,
hanging
I
on
may
it?
hang on to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang on
I
to
can
that.
barter
I can
with
go
that.
through that in about 2-3
I'll
weeks.
go to Guitar Center with like a brick
So
of weed. I want this.
You're not worried about like a No Country for Old Men scenario where they got like a transponder in there.
No, I would look for that. I
Or
saw
would
that
you
movie.
Just remember that there may be like that's something they could.
I would
track you
trade. The
down.
first thing would probably be get a gun. I would trade weed for a gun
That
first
was-
of all. Give me a gun with some weed.
and then
That
you-
would be ironic.
Uh,
You give me the weed, I give you the gun.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want, a pound or something?
Yeah.
Give me something.
I want I'm thinking. I know Greg's probably totally against guns. Well,
But he's not against weed, is he?
Are you against guns?
no.
Oh,
No,
I
he's-
was thinking
he is
lately-
against weed though.
I'm gonna get a gun.
Oh, good.
Why?
I think maybe you're gonna shoot yourself eventually.
Why me? Why would I shoot myself?
You're
that's
a
what-
comic,
That's how it starts.
You own a
I'm so-
gun. You're a
well, okay,
comic.
so what I'm telling you is
You're white.
The chance that you will shoot yourself goes up exponentially if you have a gun.
No
and,
shit.
And that's
It-
my only thing.
No
Yeah.
shit. You can't shoot yourself without a gun.
Right.
It's the reason why I don't have one.
I got a slingshot.
Mental illness runs in my family. I don't need to own a
There's a
gun.
lot less suicides by pencil, and that's
Yeah.
what people are like.
Yeah.
Well, it took a pencil. You know,
It's
if
too
you
messy
could-
if you have to cut yourself and everything.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
hang
That shit is-
yourself.
I
It's
don't wanna-
hard. It's
I don't wanna
difficult. You know what I
hurt
mean?
Shit is low.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt
Who
myself.
Who wants to jump off a building?
Yeah.
What if
I'll
you
pull,
live? You know what
I'll
I mean?
pull a Sinead O'Connor.
The odds on that are low.
She's alive,
odds.
isn't she?
Yeah, she lived.
What
Oh.
happened?
She tried to kill herself.
Oh yeah. How
She
is
took
that?
a bunch of pills, put some shit on Facebook.
That's
Nothing
a
compares
cry
to
for-
you.
That's
That's a
JV
cry for
League.
help.
That's
Yeah.
Sounds like-
that's what I'm saying. Like that's why she shouldn't have a gun either.
Yeah, she doesn't have a gun.
No,
Right,
no.
exactly.
I think that's reason she should have a gun. Actually, I think
She's waiting on Prince to write her another fucking
something-
song.
Wow. Jesse, and now we've gotten to the dark part of
Yeah.
Jesse's mind. Welcome to
whatever.
Jesse,
You know, I don't. I
Jesse's
human
darkness.
life is whatever. I mean, we're all gonna die. Come
Yeah,
on.
but it doesn't mean you should wish death.
I'm not wishing death upon anyone. I'm
well,
just
I
saying.
do
I'm
earlier.
not gonna,
you
I'm
said
gonna
how
say
much you hated
I would.
Sinead O'Connor.
I'm not gonna discourage her from doing what she wants to do. Is all
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
said-
She didn't really want to kill herself. If she did, she would have.
You were like she ripped
My
up
point
that,
exactly.
It's not hard to kill yourself. People do it all the time. On
I know.
accident.
Idiots, dumb fucks. Not enough of them, but
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just trying to change a tire in the nude.
unintelligent
Wow,
people
fucking-
kill themselves all the time.
darkness all around.
I don't know.
Yeah, Jesse's
I'm
just
just
like-
talking.
Jesse
I
comes in,
don't
he's
know
like-
what you guys are talking about.
He's like fucking Dolph Lundgren. If he dies, he dies.
So you guys do any of the Black Friday shopping?
Are you kidding me?
Man, you ruined the fucking segue.
I was gonna say. I think we established that I don't do
shit.
shopping.
Oh shit! I can't believe. Yeah. So
Did I miss something?
or did
You know-
or did you see any movies?
Oh yeah.
You know, I don't. You know what? Just for
know-
1 second, I have to say something. I come off as the dumb one all the time. I understand that,
Right.
but I'm trying to keep the flow going in a way that you guys said to do, and you totally ignored the cue.
I think what he's saying is I'm the dumb one.
I didn't.
No, I wasn't
didn't
saying.
see that.
I wasn't saying
I see
anyone
it.
was the dumb one. I was just saying you motherfuckers for being so smart weren't listening.
I see it now, but I didn't see it at first, so I am kind of embarrassed.
But anyways,
I'm embarrassed.
I've been embarrassed.
That's what reminds me of the end of the party. Did you ever see the Departed?
now that we've totally stretched it out, you brought up Dolph Lundgren because the new Rocky movie came out this week.
Yes, I did.
It's called Creed.
Creed.
It's
See,
about.
but maybe
starring
some of the
Michael
listeners
Jordan.
that are young will not even know the fucking Dolph Lundgren.
Oh
I've
right,
been dragged
right.
off.
That was from the fourth.
No one knows who that is.
How many?
Yeah.
Yeah, how many of them people, if they
He
even
played He-Man.
Oh, I think it's pretty. You know, there's just
Is
a
it
couple.
Universal? Is Rocky Universal?
I
Or did they
will
stop?
make him bleed. You know, like
Rocky's
things like that,
Universal.
or whatever. Yeah.
He's
I-
like a machine.
I don't know that they know that he killed Apollo Creed in it though.
No.
So that's the whole thing is that
If you don't, what you do is you get on your phone and you hit the pause button and turn it off because you don't need to fucking listen to this podcast if you don't know.
I don't think we need to be alienating any listeners at this point.
All right, I was just joking. I'm sorry.
Scott is the dumb one, everybody.
Do not hit pause. Continue listening. We'll have to work with you.
So anyways, the spoiler alert: the guy's dad died. What was it?
Apollo Creed, right?
Yeah,
30
Apollo
years
The guy's
ago.
dad.
30 years
like
ago.
a fucking main character.
So,
Yeah.
so if we're trying to do the, what were you saying? The timeline?
No, it was like, yeah, he found his son, like, and he's like fucking the mid-20s guy.
Yeah.
Like, dude, the timeline don't add up.
It's,
Right.
it's
Unless-
Michael Jordan, the actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just looks at you look at him like that guy's like in his
Yeah.
20s.
Did now there may be a little story that we don't know. Did Apollo freeze his sperm?
I don't know.
Did he? Does he have a couple loads?
He
in-
was
in the
famous.
fucking-
He was
Maybe.
famous enough to where that could be an issue. But it's one of those.
How did he die again?
He broke his nose.
Fucking
His bone. stabbed
Maybe
him.
before. Oh, yeah.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about. He made him bleed.
I must break you,
Yeah, he broke him. That was it.
dude. He punched him in the.
That shit was scary. You remember watching it in the
I
theaters?
cried.
Oh yeah.
No, Apollo.
It was intense.
I was way
You're
too
like,
young to
oh
be at the
god,
theater at that
wait,
time.
that guy died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
and-
Apollo Creed died. What
and-
the fuck?
And
Mickey
then all of a
died.
sudden, the next thing you know, you're watching Rocky like running in the snow in Russia or something,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the
living
fuck?
in a fucking
Yeah,
shack,
what-
still
what-
banging hot broads.
What happened
Wait,
here?
no. He just stayed
He
with
was
it.
just
That
living
sounds
in
like a
shack.
different movie. I don't know
Yeah.
that that's.
Yeah. And then he went out to Afghanistan and started shooting helicopters down.
Yeah.
What?
All they needed to do was let him fucking walk. Just let him fucking walk.
Oh wait, that was.
Are we
Rambo.
talking? I was going to say, are
You
we
never saw
are we
Rambo?
talking about Rambo now?
But if they just would have let him walk.
It was
I
Rambo
dazed
3.
out for a minute, and I was like, I tuned back in. I was like, what the
If
fuck
they
are these guys
just
talking
would
about?
have let him walk, none of us would have had to deal with fucking Rambo 2, Rambo 3.
You're
That's like,
saying in the first one.
yeah, just let the motherfucker keep walking. That's all he wanted.
Yeah. How did
Or
it all
Copland.
start? How
Because
did
he
it
was
all-
walking down the street and they were fucking with him.
See the stop and frisk. That
And he's white.
That was the original stop and frisk.
They were, you know what?
it was
that
Vietnam vets.
that
They
was
used to
late-
fuck with him.
late 70s.
But he's an Italian.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I was gonna say. They probably look at this greasy guinea bastard.
That was before you guys got grandfathered in. Like you're not white
You
enough
guys
yet.
is
Wow.
racist.
Probably darker than Greg.
What do you mean? We're
guys-
not white enough? Just look in the 1900s. Pretty much anyone that was anyone was Italian.
Right.
Anyone who's anyone.
Anyone that was anyone.
who's anyone. If you weren't Italian, you didn't fucking matter.
The only thing Italians can't do is be president.
That was the.
We don't take no shit. They're like, what? You fucking kidding me?
What about
this
in Italy?
fucking guy? This guy fucking in South
What-
Africa
what
talking
happened?
shit?
The Irish used to be below you, and they jump right above
How
you.
did this happen? When,
Dude,
when did
because-
this happen?
Yeah.
Is that true?
John F.
because
Kennedy.
The
Yeah,
Irish
In
Oh.
all honesty, white
Yeah, well, you saw what happened to him.
Irish people. When you think of Irish people,
That's
yeah, that's true. But when you think of Irish people, you think
he
of
went to
fucking-
Dallas, Texas, like, no, we ain't having that
Take
shit.
that, you non-waspy Catholic.
He was the sick one too. But anyway, so Italian people are more like ethnic than Irish people.
Oh, okay.
Irish people's armpits look like they stink all
Well,
the time.
look how
They're
far.
like super white.
God
and
damn
have-
it, it's a genetic thing. I can't help it.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
It's the goddamn.
I have a
mo-
cousin that's Irish. His armpits always stunk.
It's the moops.
Yeah. I'm like, Jesus, do you
It's
ever
that-
take a fucking bath, bro?
It's that moop blood.
Yeah. I got lucky. I didn't get that fucking stank blood. Holy shit. His feet stink and his armpits stink. No bullshit. I've been fucking with him my whole lives. Like, dude, your armpits stink and you got, you
You don't think it's like a diet thing? Is he lost of like salami or?
I don't think
Sausage
so.
or
He
he's
said
not,
he's Irish.
Not Italian. He's not Italian.
He
He's
is.
not-
He's a little bit Italian, but he's more Irish. And
well, that explains it.
so yeah, it's just funny. But
A lot of
he has
whiskey and
he has red armpit
potatoes.
hair. He has red armpit hair,
Oh,
but
no,
he
he
has
doesn't.
But he has no
That
fucking.
just seems cruel.
But he doesn't have fucking.
Does he have red hair anywhere else?
No.
Oh my god.
Just I mean, he may have it on his nuts. I've never
would
seen
say
him, but I mean,
if there was one place you're gonna have it under your arms, I guess would be the best place because it's most hidden, I suppose.
dude,
Dude.
we used to call him roasty pits growing up.
Just don't show 'em
Wait,
off,
he
man.
only had it under his arms.
Yeah.
Just don't show them
Oh,
off.
that's so weird. I know. I know.
And I'm not
people-
gonna say they're like a fire crotch red, but
Well,
they're-
no, I know people who only have it on their face.
Yeah,
but,
my
but
buddy
yeah,
has it only on
Yeah,
his face.
yeah. That's that. I've never.
they look like fucking sailors.
Dude, that's so weird. Yeah. I mean, the thing on the face is it's a little bit shocking. You're like, all right, just shave your face.
Ginger faces go gray
Yeah.
way fucking faster.
Do
than
they
any-
really? Is that
you
one?
never
of
noticed that?
No, I never.
It's true.
Never kept chap on the tabs on the ginger.
Next time you
faces.
see a person with a red beard, because normally they're embarrassed about the shit.
Is this just like all ginger people, or people with only the red beard?
I just, in my opinion, that gingers they go gray fast.
Do they get beards? Do gingers get beards?
Yeah, man. What the fuck about Scottish people?
Yeah. My friend's got this ginger and he's got
Yeah.
a serious beard.
Hello, the guy from Macedon.
Totally ginger. And what did he say the other day? He said he was talking shit.
Ago. I
Talking
posted
some
that.
shit.
No, that was old. That's not
That
even
was
worth
old.
bringing
That
up.
was old. That's not worth bringing up.
I thought, all right, so segue to the talk shit, get hick segment.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
we got a couple
Yeah.
stories. this
Yeah.
week.
So what we got today is a man dies at OC Starbucks after being struck by a skateboard.
Oh man.
So what
Of course,
happened?
a skateboard and OC, of course.
Yeah. So what happened? A guy came running into the store, and there was a dude. It says detective believes that a man in his 50s walked in to a coffee shop and approached a man in his 20s. At some point, the two got into a verbal and physical fight with the younger man using the skateboard. After being struck, the older man went into cardiac arrest, and he was later taken to the hospital and is pronounced dead.
Hey man.
So what the witnesses said is that the guy came in and he like walked straight into the guy and he was like, "Did I stutter?" or something like that, and he came at him aggressively. And at that point, the dude took out his he took a step towards the kid as if he were going to attack him, and that's what the kid hit him with the skateboard.
Damn, must have knocked him in the fucking head or something.
Yeah.
Skate or die.
That's right. Great game. One of the greatest games of all time. I forgot about that one.
720.
Skate or Die was one of my favorites.
Who was the guy that
No,
Semper
720,
Fi
bro.
guy? Yeah, it was, Skate or Die or
720.
720 was terrible.
720
It was
the,
terrible on the Nintendo. It was really
No,
good
in the arcade.
In the arcade, it was
Yeah.
just shit because it had
the bees, but the half pipe, bro. The half pipe was the shit.
the bees. Wasn't it
No
Skate
one
or
knows
Die?
what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about
720.
skateboarding Nintendo games.
The
Skate or
game
Die
was
is a
called
great game, though.
720.
Does anybody know about skateboarding games in the 1980s? I know what he's talking about. Like
Yeah.
immediately.
Well, I'm having a conversation with you, dickhead.
It even took me a minute. No, we're having a conversation.
With the audience, sir.
Exactly. I mean, come on.
I think
Try-
the audience is
try-
eavesdropping
trying to talk to you
on
here.
our intimate conversation.
Prep up your video of the week.
My video of the week is of me giving fucking both you dickheads the finger.
Same as every week.
Oh man.
Anyways,
so
Greg.
the Jaleel Okafor thing. No,
Oh, talk shit, get hit. That's right. I
Yes.
forgot. It was my cue to talk about the other story.
right.
I forgot.
Right.
So Jaleel Okafor is a rookie center for the 76ers. They're the worst historically team in the history of the NBA so far. They haven't won a game.
He's good though.
They're like 0-17. He's okay. He's pretty good.
But he's one of those guys that he's really good, and then he gets.
But he's stuck in. He got
but
stuck to a team he didn't want to play
it's
for, and he's
gotta
stuck
be
in a
the
terrible
worst-
team.
The worst feeling, dude.
So they're in Boston, and after a game, these guys are talking. Apparently, there's video out there talking shit to him, and they supposedly said something to him, and he just beat the shit out of the guy, punched him right in the face.
Well, it's one of those things where, say, he wasn't a basketball player and he was that big. Would you go up to a guy like that and just like start talking shit? Like,
Well, no, because he was taunting him about them sucking. He was like, "You guys fucking suck. You're never gonna win a fucking game."
Yeah.
I mean, stating the truth.
You
We
but-
need to get a sound effect of a punch.
You wouldn't even taunt like a regular even if they had like a hat
Yeah.
on like that said 76ers. You wouldn't taunt a person of that size and be like, if you knew it was,
What a dick kind of dick does that to like a regular sized person? You know what I
Right.
mean? Oh, you're 76 fan, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
You fucking team, you're never gonna win. You fucking loser. Who does that?
They don't do that to cops. Oh, what are you doing? They probably do it to cops. Firefighters.
They deserve it though.
team sucks.
What are you gonna do? Go put out a fire and save a life? What a loser!
Fag.
Yeah.
You just upset Greg.
Oh well, no.
Can't talk about the gays like that, Jesse.
I was.
Speaking
I wasn't talking about gay people. I
homos,
was talking about fags.
oh wait, no. Monkeys
So
have
gay people are monkeys.
Was it? Would you
Scott,
saying
this is your story.
monkeys have reached the Stone Age? Is that what you were trying to tell me
On
before?
3 different continents.
On
Which
3 different
continents?
continents. How do they tell that the monkeys have
I
reached
have to
the
get my
Are
phone.
people on these continents?
I don't know. I'm
Well,
assuming they are.
let me.
How did they happen to mention how many humans, how many continents humans have
so I
reached
can
the
tell
Stone Age
you.
in?
I
Well,
can
there's
tell
only
you what
7
it is.
continents, so
Is there 7? So
they're pretty. They're all inhabited, right?
no, they're not. But
Well, Antarctica and
Antarctica's not. But
and
that's it. Antarctica's
Not
not.
penguins.
Well, I mean, not by humans, but I was making it. I was making a joke that a lot of places are still stuck before the Stone Age.
Oh.
Yeah, bad joke.
Like by
apparently.
human beings.
Yes, like I was gonna say, like the Mid East. Like the Mid East, I don't think they've reached the Stone Age yet.
That's a good place
Yeah.
to start. Where else do you want to go
Yeah, that's a
besides
good
the
place.
Mid East?
Oh, what are you trying to egg me on to say? Africa? That's what I feel like you're trying to get me
No,
to do.
I was actually trying to get you to say anything else.
Oh,
'Cause it was just
well,
kinda
all
like-
right.
all right.
So, according to the fascinating report from the Colin Barros of the BBC, archaeologists in Africa. So,
are you repeating the story now?
yeah. Am I not supposed to? I thought we were.
We
Go right ahead, Scott.
We went on to asking whether or not the Middle East is out of the Stone Age yet.
Oh.
Oh. Sorry,
Oh well, as you know,
my
I wasn't.
very tasteful joke I was trying to make.
My bad, dude.
It's all good.
No, it's okay.
No, they
keep
didn't.
going.
No one
Keep going,
appreciated
dude.
that.
No,
either.
it's
Go ahead,
too late. I already left.
Oh my God,
Scott.
You
Now you're
guys fucking
fucking.
ruined
you're
it.
being that guy now, Scott.
Huh?
What's up? The
I-
inquiring minds want to know.
Well, all right.
I see
Now,
it there.
all right. So
You're about to lose your spot to Liz, man.
they're
We're gonna
using
bring her
tools,
back.
basically. All right. Fuck you guys. That's what the story boils down to. These fucking dirty, stinky apes are using
So
tools.
they haven't been using tools the whole time.
What kind of tools? Drill. Screwdriver, wrench.
Archaeologists in Africa.
Can they work on my car?
Nothing can work on that piece of shit.
Yes, that's
Oh,
true.
speaking of,
Yeah.
fuck this story. Speaking of cars, I had something I wanted to say earlier.
This is a podcast topic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I remember that. Yeah, you brought this up.
Today, I'm at work, and there's this guy that kind of works at the machine behind me, and he always fucks with me. We're cool. And he says, Pompano, because he's from Puerto Rico, but the way he says Pompano cracks me up, and I always crack him up and say, hey, man, say Pompano. Like, why the fuck you want me to say fucking Pompano? He said gets all crazy, and, it's funny. So today I put on a glove. We wear gloves, and I put on a glove, and it's like a latex glove. I put on my glove, and I'm like, what the fuck? I take it off. Someone put grease and shit in the gloves.
Oh man, are you sure
So I
it
was
was grease?
like, you motherfucker. Yeah, it was grease. Unless they blew a dirty load. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
We had to go there.
So it's what he was. That's what he
That's
wanted.
not. That's
Is that what you meant?
not necessarily. I mean, to be honest, kind of. But
Yeah.
that's not what I was asking in general. But I mean,
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get
Could've
this.
been
I'm gonna
anything.
get this motherfucker back. So to get him back, all I was doing was looking at him and laughing. He's like, what the fuck are you laughing at? I'm like, nothing, man. Man, what the fuck are you looking at me and laughing? Why are you laughing? And it went on all day for like fucking 5 hours. So he told me, he's like, man, you know what? When you leave, you better be careful because I fucked with your car or whatever. I said, dude, if you fuck with my
he
car.
Mexican now?
No, he's not, but.
It's Puerto Rican. He told us.
No, but he was the accent. He
I
just
know.
did.
I can't. I confuse the accents. But so basically, so I'm like, whatever. So I leave. I'm driving home, and I'm like, damn. I happen to look in the center console, like in this where the AC vent is, and there's a fucking roach in the fucking vent, and I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm such a fucking scumbag. I got a roach in my car, and I was like, dude, you've been in my car. You've been in my car, right?
Yeah,
Has
yeah.
it ever fucking been dirty?
No,
that you
not that I
see?
remember.
It's fucking brand new and it's always fucking clean because I don't bring anything in it. I was like, I don't even have food or anything. I never fucking have food in my car. If it's in the trunk if I have it. So I was thinking, and then what he said popped into my head. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill those motherfuckers. So I called one guy up that was with him. They were in cahoots, and I basically fucking gave this guy shit, and because I took my car. Sorry, I'm coughing. I took my car directly to the fucking car wash. Because there was no way I was going to be able to get this fucking roach out.
Oh my god.
You went to the car wash to get.
How was I going to get the fucking thing out? I had to get vacuumed out.
Oh, because it was like in the.
It was in the fucking thing, dude. I'm like, how the fuck am I? And it was fucking huge.
Why don't you just turn on the blowers?
So it blows out of me?
Yeah.
Dude, when I took it there, I told him, I said, look, man, I got a fucking roach in here. Whatever, man. Do what you got to do. I just want to let you know. I felt like a fucking scumbag.
Wow.
And,
You should have told me the story before we did this.
so what, you didn't want me to tell it?
Mm.
Well, so no.
It's a bit lengthy.
I told you it was like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a long way to go.
So basically, I took my car. They were like, yeah, the roach was still alive.
Oh my god.
And I was like, dude, these motherfuckers put a roach in my car. It could have fucking laid eggs. It could have fucking done anything. Do you know how nasty that is?
how do they get in your car?
I left my keys on the desk.
This is you're like this is what you're all
That's
worked up
fucked
about.
up.
I am fucking pissed. You wouldn't be pissed off someone put a
I would-
fucking live roach?
I would.
I would
your
have figured.
car?
Oh well.
I would be pissed that someone
You
took my
understand? Like
keys.
I'm
You
not.
put
like,
a fucking roach in my car.
Yeah, that's
what the
whatever.
fuck
well,
is
I'm
wrong
not that
with
worried
you?
about roaches, to be honest with you.
I am.
I like grew up around roaches.
That doesn't mean it's okay to put a fucking
It's
roach in
not,
someone's
but
car.
like you sound like a little bitch right now.
Yeah.
Bitch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, I am fucking beyond
Yep.
furious.
Me and Jesse are in
I was gonna
agreement.
say, you kinda
I
sound
would
like a
be
little bitch
furious.
right
They
now.
took my keys and went into my
Yeah,
car.
that would
They-
piss me off more than anything else.
Yeah, that's-
Dude,
yeah.
you
The
put
roach-
a fucking disgusting, disease-ridden fucking...
Roaches are actually pretty clean.
Are
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not a big deal.
they? It is a fucking big deal. I'm going to put a roach on your shit.
I say the part where they took your keys
Yeah.
and broke into your car.
Much more
is
angry.
breaking and entering. But that's just weird. It's like that's
Man.
why
That's what I'd be mad about.
Why aren't you mad about that? I want to know.
Because that wasn't gonna lay eggs.
If
in
they
my
would have put
fucking
a
car.
frog in my car, I would have been pissed about
He
that.
was
Yeah.
cool. He was cool with them breaking into his car. Like,
I work with them. That's not the issue.
I don't care.
They were
if I
trying
work-
to fucking be funny.
I don't care if I work.
It wasn't
with somebody.
funny.
That's
Fucking
so
putting a
weird.
goddamn roach in my car that's alive.
All right.
That bitch could have jumped on me when I was driving. I could have crashed.
So I guess.
Man, what
All right.
if?
So we're
Wow.
Hey,
we're
call
both
me
like-
pussy all you want. Let a
Pussy.
roach jump on your fucking face when you're driving. I guarantee you're gonna fucking crash.
I don't think so.
I'm terrified of frogs. I told you that, and the frog was in my car one time, and it jumped on me while I was driving on 75. And
And
then
you
out
were
the
just
window.
cool and collected.
No,
It jumped out the
hang
fucking
on.
window. It did the hard
Afterwards.
work for you.
Well, it was a very small one, but still, I knew it was in the car because I saw it jumping before I left, and then as I'm driving down the highway, jumped in on my lap and jumped out the car. I didn't jump and crash. Just stop being a little bitch.
Look, I'm saying it could happen. I didn't want no motherfuckers.
I'm way more afraid of frogs than you are of
How
cockroaches.
the fuck do you know? All I'm saying is, you put a fucking live roach in my car. My car's brand fucking new, man. You don't do that shit.
I mean, it's not cool, but I mean, it's like
And then you guys are like, oh, it's not a big deal.
it's not. I don't
Like,
think
dude,
it's like I'd be much more mad about
We're
you
not saying
stealing
you
my
shouldn't
keys.
be mad. We're just
Yeah.
saying you
You're
should
mad at the
called
wrong
me
thing.
a bitch.
As
You're mad at the wrong
about
thing.
the roach.
You called me a bitch, and I have to defend my honor.
No, well, it's
Well, I
funny
did call you a
that
bitch,
Jesse
actually.
said that because that's what I was
Now
thinking.
hear
I
me
was
out.
Like, this is some
Okay,
bitch
it's not-
ass
yeah,
shit.
it's-
oh no, roach, blah.
It's
blah,
not a big
blah.
deal. It's not a big deal that there's a roach in my car. So one day, I'm on a date with this chick, and a fucking bunch of baby roaches come on out like Joe's fucking apartment. All right? Then,
I can tell he's never had roaches and like.
of course, I've never lived with any roaches or anything. Jesus
you gotta grow up
Christ.
in the trailer park, bro.
Well, I was poor,
Yeah,
but
rats
we had
and
to be
shit,
clean.
man. Anyways, I was clean, but I can't help the
Yeah,
rest
you
of
can. I
them.
mean, well, some places, what the fuck are you gonna do if the whole, if all the places
what I'm
are
saying.
fucked? Yeah.
But anyways, that's funny stuff, man.
Well, I just think you guys are
You're
fucking.
so mad at that.
Oh, I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed, dude. I took my car directly to get washed.
That's funny. One time, I was making delivery at work, and we had these really old work vans, and I was making delivery, and it was hot as hell. The air, it didn't work great, but it was super hot outside. So I flipped on the air real quick, and I guess it had a really bad ant infection, and it just started spitting ants. All of them. I literally pulled the car over on the side of the road.
Were they
and it was
biting you?
Oh yeah. And I was like, like dancing, that classic, dance on the side of the road, like get these things off me. I was totally freaking out.
That's funny.
It was, it was totally gross. And they were like for the next week, I felt like I had fucking
Dude,
ants
that
on me.
sucks.
Just freaking out. It was terrible.
Dude, they started shooting out of the fucking AC.
Oh, they
vent?
just came flying at me out of nowhere. There was tons. There was a huge infestation.
Did they fix it or?
Oh, we set off a couple of bug bombs inside of them. Actually,
killed 'em?
Oh, yeah, got rid of the problem. But
They had
yeah,
to
it was.
stink in there.
It did for a little while, but man, that I almost crashed because they just started shooting at me and I went out of control and I was getting bit and everything. It was.
Dude,
bad.
remember when you were a little kid and you stepped in a fucking ant pile? And they just.
I did that as an adult.
I haven't done it as an adult. I don't think
You
recently.
probably wear shoes most of the time.
Yeah, I never walk barefoot. That's disgusting. You walk barefoot, bro?
Sometimes
God
just
damn,
around the
you
outside of
are
the
a
house.
fucking cracker,
Not
man.
usually. No, not usually. Not usually at all.
Jeff, Greg, do you walk barefoot?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
If my feet touch like maybe like at the beach or something like that, but like if my feet touch cement or like in the road like the macadam or whatever, I'm like no.
Yeah.
I'm like this is
Sometimes
not
just
happening.
outside my house.
It's sort of like when you see like
Dude,
Britney
you are
Spears
a
walking
fucking
out of the
cracker, bro. You are such a cracker.
Sometimes I leave my sandals in my car and I don't feel like putting on my
Tell me.
shoes to go take out the trash.
Well, it's like I'm telling you, it's when you see like
Oh, you take out the trash barefoot?
what?
Dude.
It's just through my patio.
Just-
It's just through my
No,
walkway
no.
area, man.
You can't walk outside the
I don't
fucking
walk
house.
outside house barefoot.
Will you even walk on the patio barefoot? No.
If I
you
jump,
don't.
if
You
I'm in
guys
the
are
pool,
You're gonna go
bitches.
in the pool,
yeah,
right?
if I go in the pool, but
I'm not talking about
hey,
like walking
I'll
around
hang-
the fucking neighborhood like
hang-
barefoot.
you are fucking Kuta Kinta. Fucking just running around the whole fucking landscape barefoot. God damn. I just went to the store to get some milk. Who needs shoes?
My name's Jesse.
Yeah.
Your name is Kuta Kita. It's Jesse, I swear.
Oh, it's not on that level. Oh man.
I don't know, man. I wasn't allowed to walk. Like when we were
No,
kids.
it was encouraged in my house. No,
Not mine.
No, I have to like. No, I like.
Dude, and can you imagine if you walked outside with socks on? Like,
Oh my god. Fucking, it would be
I
World War
ruined
III.
it. I
If
ruined
we
New
walked
York.
in the house with socks on.
Oh, really?
You're gonna ruin your socks, like
Oh,
bitch. You
in
better
the-
calm the fuck down. Give me some house slippers.
Okay,
in,
my
bitch.
parents were obviously very lenient because they let me walk in the house with no. So even inside, but like outside, my dad would lose his fucking mind. He was like, "You're walking outside with socks on." And I'm like, "I'm 5. I don't know what I'm doing."
We would get. You're gonna ruin your fucking socks. That was my grandmother yelling at us. Like, this is how much we weren't allowed. We weren't allowed to do anything. We weren't allowed to jump, run around the pool, jump in the pool. We weren't allowed to jump in the pool because they'd be like, "You're gonna hit your head, we'll lose the fucking house." Like, I'm not gonna.
Oh yeah, that's the type of shit my parents. Yeah.
I'm not gonna sue you. I live with you. I mean, what would I get? I mean,
Oh my
they'd be giving me my shit. I don't even want the stuff.
Yeah.
So we weren't allowed to do that. I remember once they painted the side little slab, and they're like, don't run. Like when we would go out back, we'd go out to the porch door, and then we go out the side of the fence door, and there's that little slab, and for some reason we always used to run on the slab, and my grandfather would yell, "Don't run on the fucking slab." Yeah, whatever, bitch. He's like, don't run on the slab. It's slick, because he just painted it like a couple days before, and it was super glossy.
Should have put some of that
And
grit in it.
And one day I was running by. Yeah, you know exactly. I was running by,
Just saying, that's my job, man.
and it was raining, and I fucking stepped on a swoop. Boop! My grandfather banged on the door. Boom, boom, boom. Don't fucking run! And I was like, ugh. Dude, they
he
were
was just waiting for the one time when someone did fall.
He knew it.
they
only
were
a matter of
heartless,
time.
bro.
It's like-
Don't run barefoot. We used to have
Because
shell.
they know kids are fucking idiots.
We used to have a shell rock
Ugh.
street,
Ugh.
which was basically like jagged little shell knives.
Wait. So it was like the dirt roads, basically.
It was,
like
no, it was,
the white
the dirt road
roads?
was on the other side of the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
It was paved, but it was paved with like shells.
Oh.
And fucking dude, I remember one time I was getting the mail with no shoes on, and it fucking the top of my big toe hit the bottom and just ripped it.
Oh.
And my grandmother, dude, was fucking. She was seeing it from the sliding glass door front. She just bangs on the window, boom, boom, boom. Wear some fucking shoes. And I was like, fuck you. So yeah, whenever we didn't obey their rules, there was no compassion.
No.
None.
That's
I
good.
can
That's
see
called
why.
good parenting.
Yeah, they lived through it.
Everybody's fucking pussies now.
None.
Dude. I've had to like watch kids like at a pool party and shit like that. Motherfuckers are like, I'm gonna do a bicycle kick right near the edge, and then they jump backwards as they're jumping into it. I'm like, dude, are you serious? And the parents are sitting around being like, oh, what? I'm like,
Oh no, they weren't worried that we were gonna get hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Like about jumping in the pool.
No.
They would just
They
say
would
that.
get sued.
They were worried that, and they were worried that like they used to have rafts and shit. No more. You break all the rafts. Like, man, we're just fucking playing.
Those rafts cost like $5.
Yeah. Well, we're on a fixed income, boy.
Yeah.
And so that was my grandmother. I was fucking like, never let us have fun. Just let us have some fun, bitch.
Speaking of fun,
Yes.
Paul Walker's dad is suing Porsche over the car.
You hear this shit?
Yeah. So.
This is total nonsense.
Well, I guess the car does have some defects. To
Yeah,
it.
yeah. The defects were all caused by the moderations that Paul Walker had made to the Porsche.
Oh
yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's what Porsche says at least.
Oh right.
Of course,
right.
that's what they're gonna
And
say.
also,
But
I'm
this
sure. How
car-
fast was he driving when this car crashed?
Yeah,
But-
200 something.
yeah, that might have a little something to do with it
But
too.
this car also had
when driven 120 miles an hour into a light post,
And it
you
was
probably
like
will not survive.
the tires were bald or something like that.
Well,
and
again,
then-
that's on Paul Walker.
yeah, and then but that always happens. Someone dies, they're gonna fucking sue the
Oh,
shit
yeah,
out of it.
because they didn't replace the tires.
Get all the money. And
Look, my tires are fucking bald right now. If I die on the way home because they blew up,
You could
guys,
there's probably
that's
some
on me.
legally you could probably
That's on
sue
me.
somebody.
no one would sue. No one would sue.
Your family don't think they would step up? Jesse-
Only to maybe claim. Maybe that's a
Jesse
good reason.
Payday, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a 401k?
What's that?
You don't have one?
What's that?
All right, never mind. Next question. I was gonna ask who if you benefit to your family or whatever. But
No, I would never do. If I did, it would be to my niece Emily.
Oh, okay.
I-
What about any
oh,
other?
that's so sweet.
No, that's just the only person I would
We're
want to
getting
give
into
the
the
money
touching part.
She's
No.
Of
You
the
like
thing.
her?
Yeah, she's great.
All right.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. What else is going
All
on?
right, we got to change the subject.
No, I'm just saying it's cool, but I
We
mean,
can
Charlie
talk about Greg's
Sheen.
sister for an hour, but
we didn't talk. We talked about it for 2 minutes, and then you guys got a weird.
Now we're gonna talk about your niece. Oh wait. So Charlie Sheen, I guess he was last week we talked about.
Oh, yeah.
and he got AIDS. Everyone knows that now. But I guess now he fears
has a fetish.
transsexual gave him
Yeah,
HIV.
I read a little bit. They said he has quite a fix. They've known about that for a
Yeah,
while.
that's
He
crazy.
likes
That's one of those
transsexuals.
He's got a sickness for dudes with boobs.
All right, well, I've got a theory on this. It's called like
He's
either
gay?
the
They
John
bang-
Travolta or the Tom Cruise theory.
They
where
bang so many chicks.
No, yeah.
Scientology.
Do you think there's something to that where like they? I'm not saying those two are gay or anything like that.
No, I'm saying.
But it's like they banged. Is there something to it where you bang so many chicks?
I haven't banged that many chicks yet.
Right.
Yeah, but I
don't
would
see
say
the
look at
limit.
the guys who you were accusing of having that problem, and think of how many other guys there are that get way more pussy than those guys,
and then
and
don't
fuck.
fuck. But how do you know that? I mean,
But
how-
maybe
I mean,
some
I
people are
don't,
just
but how come these-
naturally
how come-
curious.
How come those are the guys that get caught? You know what I'm
Or
saying?
little
The
more-
guys who already have suspicions about being gay in the first
discreet.
place. You know what I'm
But
saying?
yeah. So I wonder if it just becomes like a challenge thing. We're like, I'm sick of banging women. Now I'm
Right.
just gonna,
No, I don't know what you mean.
Oh no.
Maybe one
Yeah.
day I can reach that level.
Well, they had a study out that said
That could take a while, though.
Whatever, like sexuality was fluid or somewhat. They said depending upon like the situation.
Options.
Yeah, options. I think it's all about options.
Talk
bro.
to guys in jail about that one.
Dude. But it's still one of those things where you think about it, and like even in jail, I'd be like, no, like it's gross.
I don't think they do it because they want to.
Like I'm not into dudes.
I think
like,
some of them do it because
Well, I
they
think
want
some
to.
of them do because they want to. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. I don't know, man.
They call those the givers.
Well, there's plenty of people that are just okay with it. They're not as like I guess they're not as.
You just do
straight.
what you got to do.
I'm
to
okay
it.
with it as long as it's not.
They're not as
happening to me.
heterosexual. They're not as well. They're not as heterosexual. It's not as big a deal to them. So it's like, but
They're more for than just enjoy life. That those kind of people.
I don't know.
I
what
turn
it is.
apples into applesauce.
For
or
me.
whatever.
For me, it's one of those things where it's like it's gross. Like dudes.
Dudes gross in
yeah,
general.
you're like, how do women?
Any form.
Women are really into. So
I question all the time, like, why are women into guys? Why
yeah.
aren't just women into women?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't get it.
Well, women are just gross, just as gross.
A lot of them. I mean, a lot of these whores
I don't know,
nowadays.
man.
Yeah.
As I get older, I start to appreciate more and more. I'm just like,
Yeah, I got. Although I do agree with Greg in that sense as well.
when you were younger, you're like your early 20s.
Way
You're like
more
you had
picky.
standards. You were like, oh, this
I would say-
this chick's old or something like that.
I would
And now
say
you're
in
just
some
like,
ways, I would say in some ways I'm a little more picky, but in other ways not at all.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Well, it's
like
are you as old as my mother? No. Okay then.
well, my mom's not really that old.
How old is she?
I'm just joking.
Throws it in there. Jesus Christ! What are you asking? Come on.
It was a joke, man.
How old's your niece? Your brother
Yo.
too. How old's
Yeah.
she?
I wasn't gonna say anything.
That's not funny.
I wasn't gonna say anything about his niece.
I didn't think anyone was going to do it.
I was
just
just
didn't
asking
feel
you, I
like
was like-
there was anything funny to be said really about
He
it.
said, he said basically that he doesn't get along with his family. I was like, oh, you like your niece? That's all I was.
Oh, my brother. I mean, her father is the one guy.
I would never. Just because I'm white doesn't mean I'm a fucking sicko.
I just
okay?
thought it was people asking people's ages. That was sort of weird.
It is kind of weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you said your mom
Are
was
you a
young.
pedophile?
It wasn't.
No.
It wasn't like anything like that. I thought it was strange. You were all of a sudden asking like his mother's age.
Oh, I don't even know, to be honest with you.
He said she was young. I was just curious. Jesus Christ.
For a lady with
saying.
9 kids, she's fairly young.
Just saying. You gotta. There's boundaries, bro.
All right.
You gotta respect.
I
it.
apologize.
When I figure out how old she is, I'll let you know.
Don't touch me, you fuck.
So anyways, yeah. As I was saying,
I think she's 56.
Well, you know what? Let's turn something awkward into something less awkward.
which was
We didn't really talk about it.
That's not
earlier.
my specialty, guys. That's on you.
We didn't really talk about it or explain that we had people comment on the Facebook page that we wanted Greg to shut up.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg was very, very upset
He
with
was
us
hurt
when
by
we
this.
showed
Yeah.
him these screenshots.
I was not happy about it.
I think
Greg
he
was like,
cried.
man, this fucking shit again. Man, and he was all upset.
Never enough.
And he did not. He didn't talk for like a half hour, and then he started bombarding us with shit. You know what, guys? I'm done. I'm done.
No,
I mean,
he did that instantly.
yeah, no, he waited a couple minutes.
It was a perfect excuse to quit.
I knew he was gonna quit. And
Man.
you did you
I
officially?
was there. I was like, oh, I'm almost there. And then you called me up and you were like, that was just a joke, right? And I was like, God damn it! I was like, it's upsetting me.
I learned something new. I was like, I knew Greg wanted out. I
At
knew
the,
it.
at the same
I know
time,
he wants out, but
I
he's
wanted,
not getting out.
I wanted out, and at the same time, it was making me laugh because it was a joke, and that's funny.
It was a good joke.
pretty
See,
fucking
deep
funny.
down, he's basically just said, Get up, Gronk.
Like when I first saw the first post I did, I was like, oh man, I was like, that's funny, but that's not cool. And then when Scott messaged me to tell me to do another one, I was like, oh no, that's funny. And then when you lost it, I was done. I mean, I was like, oh dude, we're fucking with you, but I was laughing my ass off. I was laughing so hard.
Well, I fucking ruined it because you text me and you're like, and I was at work, I can't really use my phone, I was sneaking it. He goes, he said something like, dude, you told me to do it. And then I put, he's trying to.
You said just rotating something.
He's rotating the fuck. You're like, I
thought that's what you meant.
I thought you knew we were fucking with you. So you were trying to fuck.
I wasn't sure. I felt like he was sincere. Like I felt like
I was sincere. I was like, fuck this.
It seemed that he lost it.
I finally have an excuse to be done with this.
Yeah, whenever you get multiple messages, instant message, like he was just going off on little events. It's like message. Each little punch here and there, like things you've been holding in for.
I'll never be able to use it as excuse again. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, and then I call him and he didn't answer the phone, so I left. Did you listen?
No, you know what's funny about that too is I was putting the headphones in and everything like that, and then it went to the message thing, and I was just like, fuck. I was like, I don't feel like talking to him. It's like, fuck him. And then I listened to the message, and you're like, I'm fucking around with you, man.
It was funny.
And then I was like, this motherfucker, and it made me laugh. So I was actually more entertained by the fact I got upset about it, and it was fake. That cracks me up because the whole time I was like, motherfuckers hate me, and then you're like, oh no.
He was like, I know he was hating on us too. What the fuck do they do? They didn't do shit. They just show
up. I didn't like those guys so much. Fucking Jesse doesn't even talk.
Scott's only there early because he fucking lives there.
Kill me.
Oh man.
Doesn't do shit. Didn't buy headphones.
I was dying. So I'll never be able to take any of that seriously again.
So yeah. So we really bust Greg's balls about talking too much because we want him to shut up, but he doesn't want to, so it's not going to happen.
He likes talking.
Well, I'm fucking here, aren't I?
He's a talker.
And if you don't like it, then someone else can put it up on iTunes.
Yes, that's another reason why we had me and Jesse had a meeting. Do you want him to talk? Cintron said no, so he quit. But now me and Jesse, no. I'm kidding.
But seriously,
Greg. No, and I was so proud of myself for pulling that off.
That was funny.
Because I told the guy that did it, I told him like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm like, have you ever listened to the podcast? He's like, no, I never really got a chance to. I'm trying.
Like giving you excuses.
So I'm like, dude, just do me a favor. Next time fucking you see the podcast up, I said, just tell that Greg guy to shut the fuck up. Or so I'm like, yeah, man. That would be great. So, and today out of the blue, he did it. And as soon as he did it, I sent the screenshot. Boop. Greg's like,
well, I'm at work.
Not this shit again.
You know, it was funny. I was like, it's a great vibe. I'm chilling. And then the first 5 minutes of work, the dude I was working with fucking spills coffee all over his expensive ass laptop, like Mac laptop. It's just like boom, like right on top of it. Dude, I looked at him. Squad? Me and him were both. I looked at each other, and he gave me the look like, did that just happen? And I'm looking like, are you fucking kidding me?
He was like, quick, you can still save it.
I'm like, no, no. He flipped it over, and I was like, first thing I was like, flip that thing over, and then I started like kind of like dabbing it, and then he went through like key by key and had to like pull off the keys and wipe it down or whatever. But anyways, that just totally like fucking killed my like going in after thank you. I was like, this is gonna be a shitty day.
It's gonna stink and it's gonna fucking.
Oh, it stunk like coffee. The whole fucking. Be sticky. It'll probably stink like coffee tomorrow. Oh, actually, he doesn't use sugar in his coffee. That's what he said. He's lucky about it. So he got out right. It was. Oh my god, I forgot about that. So he got off right. And basically, his keyboard was fixed, and it was funny though because right after that, then you sent me the thing of like that Greg guy needs to shut the fuck up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "You kidding me?" And then
you really should Jesse's a good friend to you because he didn't want to do it. I could tell. I said, "He's like, oh, you sure?"
He knows I have anger management issues.
Okay. I knew that you were. I thought you were going to be upset. I didn't really think you were going to quit. I didn't.
I loved the reaction. I was laughing my ass off at the reaction. But, like, I was trying to hold off and not ruin it and say, hey, man, we're fucking with you. But after he went too much, I was like, hey, dude, we're fucking with you, man. I mean, we're just messing around.
My reaction to reading it is, what a fucking pussy. What a fucking pussy.
Well, says the guy who's afraid of the cockroach.
Hey, man, that's fucking bullshit, man. Putting a goddamn fuck you.
So, anyways.
There was another great story that I wanted to get to.
We got to get to this one. So, a white Pennsylvania police chief uses slur in a book drive fundraiser.
This is a fantastic story.
What I want to get put out for here first is this guy was doing the right thing. He was actually doing some charity work, and he sent out an email, and it said, "Good morning." The email begins. "Please click and review. Even $1 will be greatly appreciated. Them Sharon niggers got to learn how to read." And I'm saying he had it right up until the part when he said them Sharon niggers. He meant the town of Sharon. So he meant them niggers from
he's
the
he's trying to raise money for him. Come on, man.
Right. So it seems like, you know.
I think it really sells home how much they need the money when you call them the N-word. It's like, come on, man, they need the money.
Well, there you got a little bit of good, a little bit. And so, and what was the whole defense of it?
He's like, that's just how I talk.
Yeah, he goes. He said that when he got fired from his boss, he said, Burke explained that he does use the N-word very often because that's just the way it is here in our area. He says,
he had
this great quote to finish it off.
That is a fucking awesome word. It's Pennsylvania. It's not even the fucking South.
It's not even
I
the
was
South.
going to say, for some reason, I keep seeing Jackie Gleason in fucking
I can't stop saying
Smokey
nigga.
and the Bandit. Yeah.
This is a great quote from the guy. He says, "Until you get to know a man's character, you can't judge him by one off-the-cuff remark. or else, what will we have to judge all white people as equally guilty?"
So maybe we should just hang out with him and be like, you know what? I've been around you around a half hour and I still think you suck. Can I go now?
You can't go a half an hour without saying that word.
This is a waste of time, Johnson.
God.
That was my favorite story of the week.
Speaking of Jackie Gleason, you remember that movie, The Toy?
Yes.
Of course, The Toy with Richard Pryor.
Have you watched it recently?
Yes.
Racist as
Yeah,
fuck.
it's so
It is.
fucking racist.
Racist as
I
fuck.
think they didn't even like throw the word around.
I want
there.
that black man.
So.
He's like, Wonder Wheel? Oh, rev him up. No, I want that black man. Speaking of wrapping it up.
Yeah.
That was a good fucking segment.
Thank you.
That was a good place to end it, I think.
Yeah, whenever you end, you always want to end with the toy.
We had to get the story.
No, we had to get that story, and that was a great
I
my
would
favorite
be
story of the
upset
week.
that
If
got-
we missed that one, yeah.
That pushed over.
Hold on, I'm scanning real quick to make sure we didn't miss
Then
anything.
everybody
missed
would have
anything.
talked about it.
We
We're
missed
good.
nothing.
We did nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
we'll be
man.
back next week before Jesse fucking finds a story that we're going to have to talk about.
Nope, no other story. We're pretty good on that matter. Any shows coming up, Scott?
I do, but I don't know.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know when they are. Scott will be performing sometime in the
Blue Oyster
near
Bar.
or distant future,
Yes.
somewhere in the Tri-County area sometime.
You said Blue Oyster.
Yeah, the Blue Oyster
What's
Bar.
so funny is that you said that, and I didn't really listen to you when you said it.
Blue Oyster Colt?
And then I thought of it.
Don't
You
for
don't
the
know about the
Reaper?
Blue Oyster Bar? Dude, are you serious?
We'll be there next week.
We'll be all there.
Broadcasting
Jesse will
from
be
next week.
Jesse will be headlining. Peace.